Welcome back children to the English classes. I am Mrs. Reena Barid, your English teacher. In the last lecture, lecture number 4, we had seen the use of helping verbs in the past and the future tense. Now we are going to see the main verb, use of the main verb in the tense structure. Just see, I have mentioned one example here. Sumit is writing an email. We have seen this subject part in one of the lectures. We have seen helping verbs in the last lectures, and now we have to focus on this part, the main verb. Helping verb, subject is over. Now we have to see the main verb, because along with the rules of the tense, we have also to learn how to speak a good English, proper English in the communication of our daily lives. So now we are at this part, and this is an object part which we are going to deal with the next. Okay, after this we are going to deal with the object part also. Now come to the main verb. Main verb is what? Main verb, as I have already told you, it decides the action. Main verb is nothing but it denotes the action done by the subject. And what is the role of the helping verb? It assists the main verb in the sentence in some tense. Except the simple past and the simple present tense, you have to use helping verbs in all the other tense. Now writing main verb, we have to focus on this part. And helping verb will change according to the tense type also, and according to the subject it will vary. But main verb, you can see I have made the chart over here. There are generally three forms. The basic three forms are there of the main verb. But modern grammarians, they are mentioning this fourth type also in their modern English grammar books. You can see these days, if you purchase a new edition grammar book, you may find this fourth form also as the main forms of the verbs. But generally, truly you can say the basic English grammar books, they contain only the three main forms of the verbs. Since this is not an original form, okay, it has been drawn from here. You can form this fourth form yourself. That's why I have not mentioned fully. I'll teach you how you can form your own fourth form. So generally, basically you have to learn only these three forms, and these three forms you cannot make on your own. Their forms are fixed. You have to learn this chart by heart. And since there are hundreds and millions of verbs, as many actions we perform, as many actions are there in the world, as many verbs are there. As many action words are there, as many verbs are there. So I cannot show you all these on the board in this video. So these verbs, I have taken some of them as a sample, and other verbs, so many verbs which you use in general sense in daily life, that will be those will be available to you in my PDF. Okay, so here we are going to see only some of the examples how these forms of the verbs change. Look here, first form, it is not tense. You can see present, past written over here, but these are not the tense. They are the names of the forms of the verb. The first form of the verb is called the present form. Okay, since these are generally used as these are the first forms, they are used in the present, main form. Then second form, the name is the past. These are actually second forms used where? Second form, I'll tell you when we are going to see the tense structure. Third form, the name is not future. The name of the third form is past participle. Past participle form. So first form, present form, second past, and the name of the third form is past participle. And this form, you can keep it aside because we are going to make this form ourselves. No need to learn this fourth form. Okay, and these three forms, you have to learn them by heart. Okay. See some examples. Go, went, gone. You cannot change. Eat, second form, ate, and eaten in the third form. Sleep, second form will be slept. Third form also will be slept. Buy, second form bought. Third form also bought. Drink, second form drank. Third form drunk. Write, second form wrote, third form is written. You will find children 80% of the verbs carry the same forms in the second and the third form. Okay, see their forms. 80% verbs will carry the same, and 20% their second and third forms will change, vary. Okay, this was about the three forms, and there are others, hundreds of other verbs too. That I have told you, you have to learn from my PDF which I will provide you. Then fourth form, how to create your own fourth form. Because fourth form also is called ing form, which we have to use in the continuous of all the three tense, present, past and future, in the continuous and in the perfect continuous. So this form is also very important. See here, this form is made from, look here, the formula is first form plus ing. How you can create your own fourth form? First form plus ing. If you add ing in the first form itself, you will find that it is the fourth form. Okay, one trick you have to remember, like if a verb ends in e at the end, like in write. Okay, like in write. If a word is ending in e at the end, you have to remove this e and add ing. Look, I'll tell you. Go plus ing, it will become going. Eat is the first form. We will add ing, it will become eating. Sleep, the first form as it is. If you add ing, it will become sleeping, the fourth form. Buy, first form. Add ing in buy, it will become the fourth form, ing form for continuous tense. Drink, first form as it is. Add ing, drinking, fourth form. Now pay attention here, write. Write contains an e at the end. And I have told you, if a verb contains e at the end, you have to remove this e and then put ing. So it will become writing, writing, the fourth form. So things are clear to you now. These are the main verbs, some of the forms and some of the examples. So our main verb part is also over. Now we have to see only the object. Object is nothing. Look over here. This email. Children, object, there is no separate chart for you to focus on the object. Only it is a general case that object will depend on the action done. If Sumit is writing, what he is writing an email. If he is writing a letter, then we will say letter is the object. So object is nothing. It will depend on the action done, on what we are doing the action, or who is suffering because of our action. Like the hunter killed the lion. The hunter killed the lion. Who is being killed by the hunter? The lion. So lion is suffering the action of being killed. Lion is being killed. So here lion will be, in that case, lion will be the object. So object is the sufferer of the action, or it is that part, that thing in the sentence on which the subject, the doer of the action, does the action. Okay, like Sumit has done the action of writing on the email. So email is the object. Clear? So no need to focus or no need to learn separate rules for the objects. Thank you.